What's going on, YouTube? It's back at you again with another video. It's the one and only Andu732. Back at it once again, ladies and gentlemen. Early in the morning, rise and shine. Good morning. How you doing? You already know how we're gonna start this day off. As my last video, as I said I was gonna do, because I'm gonna do what I say I'm gonna do. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see on my shirt, I don't know if you're gonna read it, but Marvel Monday, we're back at it again, ladies and gentlemen. Boy, it's been a while since I posted one of these videos, I think a month. And ladies and gentlemen, in the past month, I collected a lot, and I mean a lot, and I don't even know where to count. I'm just going to tell you the characters I collected. And how many, don't even ask, because I don't even ask myself. I just see, I like it, stay within a certain budget range, not too crazy, far from crazy. And I get it. It's not expensive at all, actually. I have acquired a lot of Punisher, a lot of Daredevil, a lot of Deadpool, recently Spider-Man, a few Thanos comics. What else? I got a lot of, I think, Moon Knight. I got a couple of Thor's comics. The Doctor Doom, got a couple of those. Well, actually a few, excuse me. What else? I got a lot, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not gonna hold you. It's a lot. Like, a lot. And I was reading a comic yesterday. I read the full comic. Oh, a volume of a comic where Punisher was hired to delete Spider-Man because somebody, J. Jonah Jameson, of course, you know, tried to set up Spider-Man as the villain, as he usually does. But this time he actually convinced that he murdered somebody, which is Norman Osborn, which he really didn't. If I'm not mistaken, it was Norman. Yeah, because he's Green Goblin. And Punisher was like, he's like everybody else. He's like a regular criminal, you know, he's no different. Then he realized later on, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to elaborate on the story too long. But basically, at the end of the story, he realizes that Spider-Man is not the villain. And that he was set up. And that Punisher realized that Spider-Man was set up to make it look like a villain. And that the Punisher was set up to make it look like Spider-Man was the villain, to then get rid of Punisher afterwards. So, if I'm mistaken, Jackal was one of the people, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so interesting storyline, because I seen the cover art. If you look it up, Punisher tries to delete. I'm sorry for the lack of names, because there's so many names. I just seen the cover. I was like, get it. But yeah, it's a crosshair aim at Spider-Man. And yeah, pretty good. I don't know if I talked about this my last video, Marvel Monday. It's been so long, but I don't know if I talked about Punisher, the special on Disney. Phenomenal. Okay, phenomenal and disappointing. Phenomenal. Why is Punisher one of my favorite characters? Disappointing. One episode. You just want to leave me out and dry like that? It's crazy. Wild. But maybe they're making a movie. I mean, they're going to tie him into the Brand New Day Spider-Man. It's released next month. So, we'll see about that. I liked it because it was like, you give John Bernthal one more time, you know, to be on screen, to give him a little bit more shine, and then tie him into the, tie him into the Brand New Day in MCU. And can't wait to see how this goes in Brand New Day, because it's starting to look like a build-up to something, you know, more grand. Especially with Fantastic Four and Thunderbolts, not the New Avengers. And looks like Marvel's winding up for something big. So, I mean, obviously Doomsday. I'm still curious where the last trailer going to come out. Also, I pre-ordered the Marvel's Wolverine game because it's made by Insomnia, and Insomnia does pretty good with their games. Batman, Spider-Man, I mean, they're on a roll, and it's PS exclusive. And not that it has to deal with Marvel, but I also pre-ordered Halo, and I'm probably gonna give a review on that, because again, it's campaign evolved, and me being a Halo fan, wanting it to be multiplayer, and I'm not that I'm disappointed, but I was like, damn, I wish. But hey, I'm gonna review that because it's gonna be the same game, but it's gonna be like a remaster kind of, because it's new graphics by a different by Unreal Engine, and then the voice actors re-recorded their lines, all of them, and then they're adding stuff from all the Halo's weapons and mechanics and stuff like that you can do, and then they're adding 3 missions that are prequels to Combat Evolved. So I'm guessing it's going to take right after Reach, or like definitely in between Halo Reach and Combat Evolved, because again, Reach, I know that came out via our lifetime after Halo 1, but chronologically, storyline, it came out. The storyline of Reach takes place before Combat Evolved. So I'm curious about that. But yeah, back to the Marvel. Ladies and gentlemen, this hobby of mine, doing this, has really kept me going through a lot of stuff, and along with my fiance, of course. And she's the one who picks the comics, and she's phenomenal and like finding ones that I'm just like, oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. So it's a hobby we do together. She helps me a lot and supporting me through everything, the ups and downs. And if you're seeing this, love ya. Yeah, fiance picks a lot of great picks, and I'm just like, I'm loving it, because it's like we connect by doing it, and it's not an expensive hobby. It really isn't. You can ask anybody. You can go look for yourself. You can find a comic book for $1 or $2 or $3 and get yourself like 5 comics for under $20. Even you can get more depending on what you're getting. If you're getting $1 comics, you can get it for 20 comics for $20, and in pretty good condition, So, yes, and ladies and gentlemen, I'm back at it again, and I'm gonna do my best to be my best, and that's all I can say, because you never know what life is gonna take you. And Marvel Mondays have been really helping me just keep on going. It's a hobby I started early this year, like literally I think it was January 2nd, if I'm not mistaken, of this year. I just decided to do it. Why not? And here I am, ladies and gentlemen, and can't stop, won't stop. And I don't plan on stopping. In fact, I plan on keep on going, and I plan on getting DC comics once I get to a certain amount, and I'm gonna go from there, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for staying. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for sharing. And if you haven't, please do all of those that I said prior. Without further ado, again, ladies and gentlemen, you have a blessed day. Peace, love, chicken grease.